Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making a simple, no heat required makeup brush cleanser. This is something that I've been meaning to make for myself for quite a long time, as I've been sort of limping along trying to wash my makeup brushes using the foaming hand wash that I currently have next to my bathroom sink. So I finally got around to doing it, and I'm really excited to share it with you. As I was researching different commercially available makeup brush cleansers, I noticed a couple things. So the first is that they're typically surfactant based. I did find one that was soap based, but for the most part they were surfactant based, and usually quite simply so, often with just one surfactant. So we've kept our blend quite simple, and I'm using all liquid surfactants so we don't have to deal with any heating or melting times. They also frequently included some sort of a quick dry ingredient. So this was typically isopropyl alcohol, but I did see a couple that used isododecane. So we'll be using isopropyl alcohol because it's common and you probably already have it. I decided to sort of lux up the wash a bit with the inclusion of some conditioning ingredients and some hydrolyzed proteins, so this will help keep our brushes from drying out and extend their lives, especially if they are natural bristle. But yeah, as I said, you don't have to heat anything, so this is just sort of a combine, stir, and then pour it into a bottle and you're ready to go. So come on, let's go make some makeup brush cleanser. We'll begin by weighing our surfactants into our beaker. So we're going to be using this Stepan mild LSB surfactant blend, which is a blend of two different surfactants, two different anionic surfactants, and some Betaine or Cocamidopropyl betaine, or Amphosol CG, which is our amphoteric. So we're going to need 7 grams of this, and this stuff is super viscous, so I like to do it first so I can scoop some out if I need to. Up next, 5 grams of Cocamidopropyl betaine. 1/2 gram of hydrolyzed oat protein, 1 gram of vegetable glycerin, 1.5 grams of cetrimonium chloride, and 19.75 grams of distilled water. Now we're going to give this a blend with our little Badger airbrush mixer here. You can tell, at least, I don't know if you can see, but when you're working with this, you can definitely feel that blob of the LSB is down there. Let's give this a bit of a blend. Obviously don't want to do too much, working up too many bubbles, but we do need that blob to dissolve. And now we're going to add our isopropyl alcohol and our preservative. So we need 15 grams of isopropyl alcohol, and this is the 99% variety, and 1/4 gram of liquid Germall plus. Give that another blend. And you can sure see how once the alcohol has been added, it really does not work up in the same way at all. So now all that's left to do is package it. So this is a little squeeze bottle with a flip disc top, and it's a 2 ounce or approximately 60 milliliter volume. Booyah! Let's go wash some brushes now and see how this works. So here we are with a bit of a makeshift washing station. So we have our makeup brush cleanser here, a small beaker, though I'm assuming you would just be using a small bowl or maybe a shot glass, and then some fresh water. I would assume you would just use running water at your tap in your bathroom. So you're going to pop a bit of this in here. Now the amount that you'll need is obviously going to be pretty heavily influenced by the number of brushes that you're washing, and I've just got 2 here, so not many. So I'm going to start by dampening the bristles and then getting some cleanser in there. And then we can start to work it up and make sure that we're getting nice and clean there. Got a little bit of a low lather. And you can see, or at least I can see, that there's definitely some eyeshadow coming out of this brush. At this point I'd usually rinse my hand, but I don't have that luxury, so I'm gonna kind of dry it off. And at this point in time we're just making sure that there's no cleanser left in here, so just trying to rinse her clean. Again, this works so much better under running water. All right, there we go. So we're just gonna dry it off a bit, reshape the bristles, leave it to dry, and we'll do this bigger one. I have a little bit worried about not having running water here, needing so much more water for a brush this size, but all right, get some cleanser in there. Ooh, you can already start to see, this is my blush brush, and so you can already start to see the blush coming out there. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That only took a couple seconds. Once we had a good constant flow of fresh water, you can see we're not working up any bubbles anymore, and so we can kind of wipe that down a bit.
and reshape it and leave it to dry. There you go. You just made your very own lovely and, as you can see, highly effective makeup brush cleanser. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and do remember to go down to the description box and click through to this recipe on my blog, Humblebee and Me, where you will find the full written recipe with the amounts in grams and in percentages and links to where you can buy all of the ingredients and information on substitutions. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.